Shalom, shalom, and welcome. My name is Symmanayah, and these are words I'm compelled to present before an awakening, set-apart nation. There's much talk about things that's happening, things that are unfolding during these end times, but there's not much talk about what to do. So I've come to the conclusion that there is a need to just cause one to begin to think about what you should be doing now and going forward. And so I've put together this series, this playlist, and it's talking about different things to consider, things to do. Make a checklist. Though it may seem old-fashioned or not necessary, checklists, believe it or not, can make a difference, especially during times like these. Talk to your friends, your brothers, your sisters. Talk about a checklist, things to consider having, and for those who may be in situations where they don't have anything, they're just told to leave, to move. Make a checklist. Identify foods and supplies needed. What types of food? What types of supplies? How much? Who else needs supplies of food? This is something to think about. If possible, buy a power station. I mentioned that before and I'll mention it again. A power station. Reserve power, for you may need it. We may need it. Some can and some cannot. This is not to put down those who cannot or will not be ordered to, but some of us may be ordered to have a power station. Talk frequently. Talk about life as it's going on, as things are unfolding before you. Talk about the things that are on your mind, how you will navigate, how you will come together, how you will move together. Talk about these things, my brothers and sisters. Talk about how you will begin to understand each other a little bit better than before. Review and confirm plans. Talk about the plans. If there are adjustments made, make them. Talk about them. Make them known. Pray and study often, my brothers and sisters. Do not be discouraged. Do not think that the Almighty Father for 1 minute is not thinking about you. It's not concerned for your well-being. You see, opportunities exist. The question is, are they opportunities towards wickedness? Come away from it. But we must know what's wicked and what's not. Opportunities to pursue righteousness comes before us, and we have to make decisions. Yahusha, my brothers and sisters, things to do. Each day, there are things to do. Each day, if it's nothing more than learning something that you didn't learn, that you didn't have any knowledge of before. There's nothing wrong with getting more knowledge on something that you've learned. There's nothing wrong with meeting a new person and realizing that that person might indeed be among the group that comes together. Yahusha. And I'm speaking of those who may commonly be known as Israel, but true Israel. I'm speaking of those who are the children of Yahuah. I'm speaking of those who are drawn to Yahuah through Yahusha HaMashiach, as it is written. I'm speaking to those primarily, but I'm speaking to you. You who have found this message. Think about what you're going to do as times go forward, how you're going to govern yourself. who you're going to be around, things to do. We must begin to ask questions. What are you going to do? Now, we're not supposed to be worried, for the scriptures tell us not to worry. But remember, Yahuah gave Noah a plan. Yahuah told Lot, leave with what clothes he had on his back. So there are different scenarios. We must be able to pray and discern what the Spirit of the Almighty Father Yahuah that comes into Yahusha's name, that speaks to us. What is he directing us to do? What is he directing you to do, me to do? Yahusha as a set-apart nation. There are things to do, and there are things that are instructed of us to do. Know the difference. That's all I have. Well, let me say this. I do have another channel, White Rose Family, for those who want to know more, want to examine more, want to grow more. And there's content that is laced on this channel before this series, content that can be of some assistance to those who seek to learn and grow in wisdom. On that note, to you, my brother, my sister, my family, help bring a set-apart nation together. Help. Also contribute. White Rose Family is my cash tag on Cash App. And if you'd like to contribute in other ways and means, please do. But I trust and believe that the Almighty Father will make things happen and is making things happen. On that note, I say to you, be encouraged, be equipped, and know what direction you're headed. Shalom.